Howdy, Possum Patty here. It's May 26th and I'm nature journaling. It's a beautiful day in May. We have some cumulus clouds but a blue sky. It's a little bit above average temperature. It's 80s today. Should be in the mid 70s. And I'm just checking on some things in the clearing. Look at those ferns, how tall. I'm just going to walk over to those ferns to give you a little perspective on how tall they've gotten. I'm back by the clearing. I stopped because don't these fiddleheads look wonderful? They're so tall. Wow, look at the sensitive ferns, how big they are now. Everything's really growing good. I noted in my journal that the cinnamon ferns were chest and chin high and the sensitive ferns were knee high. It really is great to go to new and exciting places and see nature. But what's great about nature journaling in the same place throughout the seasons is watching everything grow and develop at all different stages. Now here's the twig that had the large bud. And I thought it was going to have some compound leaves, and it certainly does. So I think this is going to be a hickory. They've got 5 or 7 leaflets on each compound leaf. So I sketched my little hickory tree sapling on the page. But you know, there's many ways to respond to nature in your nature journal. And it's not always scientifical. You can do it spiritually, whimsically, or metaphysically, any way you want. So today I thought I'd add a little bit of tree wisdom. The standing people, or the trees, give us messages. And the message from the hickory tree is that you should release something that you have been holding on to that has become a burden to you. See the wisdom of releasing as a new beginning. Now this was the large sedge that I looked at earlier in the season, and it's blooming now. So it looks like the stalk has male flowers and female flowers. So I'm going to take one of each in and look at it. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to identify this. I noted that this was a drooping sedge, and it's probably in the Carex family of sedges. I'm not exactly sure which one it is, but I drew the little female part after looking under the zoomie. And the little male part with the pollen on the stamens. When the seed-producing part of the plant ripens, I'm going to check the shape of these again. Sometimes you can tell which sedge it is by the shape of this part. I was just about to work on my sketch of what I think is the fertile frond of the horsetail with the little pinecone structure on the top. I'm back here where the horsetails are, taking another look at this one because the fertile stalks have pinecone-like structures, and that looks like what's forming here on this one. But I remembered my little experiment that I haven't showed you yet. I took one of the horsetail fronds that had a broken stem, and I cut it in between the nodes into all these little pieces. And supposedly if you float it in water for a few weeks, it'll start to take root. And something is growing, but they don't look like roots. They look like little branches coming out. And 3 of them are growing. And the other ones, nothing happened. Oh, maybe that one's starting to grow. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. Maybe I need to put them in the soil. And I made a little note on my journal that the broken stem that I had brought in and cut into pieces was starting to sprout branches. But I didn't see any roots on it at all. Thanks for coming along today. And a little shout out to Rachel and Susie, who like to keep me company on my little nature journaling videos. Thank you, and bye-bye, everyone.